Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome today. I'm Tall Mike. It's Friday. We made it to the end of the week. We got August 6th today. Stock market only wants to go higher. Dow at a new record high today. S&P at a new record high today. It only goes up. Caution, caution, warning, caution ahead. I think we will get a pullback in the next month or two. I think the correction will be about 10%. We'll see if I'm right. What I want to talk today about is the gold and silver markets. Gold is just getting spanked today, down about $34. Silver getting spanked today, down almost $1 from like 25.50 down to 24.50. It's dropped almost $1. This is incredible. What's going on? Well, we're in a market that is definitely manipulated. There is manipulation in the silver market. The silver market determines its price from its derivative, the SLV. The SLV is a JP Morgan product. Okay, they can make the SLV go up or down depending on what they want to do by just dumping silver onto the market. Now, what you have in silver is a large concentrated short position. A lot of the major banks have a very, very concentrated short position in silver, and they can dump this silver in the SLV. They can just dump contracts of this and make silver come down. Now, why? Why would I want to be in a market that is manipulated? Well, actually, I want to be in it because it's manipulated. They're not going to be able to manipulate it forever. Now, if you don't want to be in a manipulated market, that's fine. Don't play silver. Silver is definitely a manipulated market. All right, let's take a look at the gold market. Let's start with the gold market. So what we got today is this big drop, about $35 in gold. Okay, this is the GLD, once again the derivatives, and that's where the gold is deriving its price from. And they can dump the paper gold and bring the price down. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to give you a secret. And this is very, very valuable information here. Okay, not everybody knows this. Some people make their living out of trading the gold market. That's all they do. They just trade the gold market. Now, you can tell from the chart here, okay, 6 months ago, gold was about 1,800. Today, a little less than 1,800, but hasn't done anything. Anything really, right? It's in the same place. But the gold traders, the one that make their living from trading gold, let me show you what they know that you would probably don't know, but I'm going to teach it to you today. This is exciting stuff. I hope you're going to find this really exciting. Okay, when does gold do well? When does it do well? Gold tends to go up when the miners outperform gold. Now, this is a chart of the GDX. What you do is you go to stockcharts.com, you type in GDX $$ GOLD, and this will tell you how well the miners are doing compared to gold. Okay, now when the miners do better than the price of gold, gold tends to move higher. Now, when the miners do worse than the price of gold, gold tends to move lower. Now, it's very fascinating here. Okay, let me show you. What we have here is just an amazing setup for gold right now. We have an amazing setup. Right here, gold. You see how this chart, okay, the GDX compared to gold, it's going down. It's been going down since about the middle of May, and it bottomed out here. It's bottomed out, and it's come back up. But right now, we just had this 2-day drop that brings us right back to the 20-day moving average on this chart. Now, I think that's going to hold, and I think we're going to move higher. Now, can we go a little bit lower first? Absolutely, we can. But what I want to show you some stuff. Let's go back and look at the last. Okay, so at the beginning of the chart, gold bottomed out here right at the beginning of March. Well, this chart bottomed out here. Okay, and then it started moving higher, and then it came back to the 20-day moving average. Now, this is where you should have been buying. Now, let's take a look at what gold actually did. If you had bought right at the end of March, if you had bought gold right at the end of March, you'd probably pick it up on the GLD. Now, this is a GLD. You'd pick it up around, it looks like, what is that? 152, let's call it. 162. All right. It runs up to 178 in the next month and a half. Look at how this run up here happens. It was the perfect setup. Okay, now we're in that perfect setup again. Now you come back here a month and a half. We're at 165 right now. I think we're going to be at a new high in gold a month and a half from now. Maybe 2 months. But I think this is the perfect setup for gold. Now, this is just what I'm doing. I am a stock market gambler, but this is exciting stuff. When you look at the chart of the GDX compared to gold, now let's see, can you play it to the downside? Absolutely you can. Look at how gold, a chart of the GDX to gold, it topped out here in the middle of May. But I wouldn't have got in until it breaks below this 20-day moving average and comes back up. So I would have got in right around, let's call it June 13th, June 12th, June 13th. That's where I would have been back in on the gold market. Well, I would have been shorting the gold market because that's where it comes back up. Now, if I shorted the gold market around June 13th, June 14th, it was up here at 178. Look at a month later, it's down here at 164. That is a big move in the price of gold. Very big move in the price of gold. If you have options, those options are going to be up 200-300%. Easily, maybe more. So you can play the put options to the downside. You can play the call options to the upside. But right now, we are set up perfectly to play some call options to the upside. Yeah, we can come down a little bit lower, but 2 months from now, once again, stock market gambler, I'm going to be gambling on this, and I'm gambling big on this. I'm out till December. I bought the December GDX calls. I bought the December GLD calls. I bought the December SLV calls. Well, let's talk about silver. Does silver play along? What if you had bought silver here at the end of March? Well, how would you have done? Well, if you bought silver here at the end of March, you would have got the SLV around 22, and a month and a half later, it'd be sitting at 28. That would have been a huge move in the SLV calls. Huge. That would have been 3, 4, 500% on your money. Now, the same way, if you had gone in around June 14th to the downside, once again, a huge move. You'd be going from 26 down to 22. Huge move. Month and a half time frame. So we're looking, give yourself some time. Give yourself at least 2 months. You could do the September ones, but I recommend the December at this point, all the way out till December, and I'll plan on selling them in 2 months from now. The setup for silver is about the same right now. A great opportunity to the upside. Now, a lot of people got scared out today, and believe me, I had some positions on, and those positions are down. They're underwater, but I'm expecting them to bounce back. Absolutely I am. But I doubled down, I tripled down, I quadrupled down. Once again, just gambling on it. I'm a stock market gambler, and I'm gambling that the move from here is going to be going up. Now, we could come down again tomorrow. Well, that's absolutely possible. But will we? I don't know. I don't know. Well, of course, we won't because the market's closed tomorrow. But next week, we could still fall a little bit. But I think 2 months from now, you're going to be very happy if you own some calls on the SLV, on the GLD, on the GDX. Let's take a look at the GDX in the same time frame. Buy it at the end of March. It had a nice run from 32 to 40. That's a big move. If you had sold it at around that June 14th time frame, you would have been running from about 39 down to about 33. Also a big move percentage-wise. I do these with calls and I do them with puts. But this simple technique, I love this technique. Look it. Once again, the technique is that gold moves up when the miners outperform gold. Okay, it moves down when the miners underperform gold. So the chart to look at is the GDX $$GOLD. You go put that in on stockcharts.com. It's a free chart service, and put that in and follow that. You could become a gold trader. You could become a specialist in the gold market because you know more now than 99% of the people that trade gold. You know more than the professional gold traders. Isn't this an amazing stuff? I get so excited about this stuff. Now, if you like this stuff, if you want to learn more about this stuff, well, there's several things. Give me the thumbs up, though, if you like it. It's Friday. It's a great day for the thumbs up. But if you really like this stuff, go to stockmarketgambler.com, put in your name and email. I'll give you my secrets for free. If you really like this stuff and you want to talk more next week, punch that subscribe button. Go ahead, punch it right now. And that way we can talk more. But this stuff is fascinating to me. This is where my passion is. This is what I love to. I just love to look at charts. I'm a chartologist. It's so fascinating to me that you can find these little niches and you can make money from them. Now, granted, not all trades work. I openly admit I lose about 3 out of every 10 trades I put on. And that this one could be one of those 3. It's not guaranteed to work, but I look for a setup like we have right now in the gold and silver market. Today was a gift. We're printing money like crazy. Now, one last point before I go here. There's a reason I like gold in this market. Look it. Not to mention the Fed's just going to print money into oblivion, destroy the dollar. But look at real interest rates. We got the 10-year bond around 1.2%, but we got inflation. Government's admitting 5%. That'd be a real negative interest rate of 4%, negative 4%. But I know inflation is over 10% already. So I think the real interest rate is negative 10%. This is so bullish for gold. Look, they can try to crash the markets. They can try to manipulate them with their derivatives, with the fake paper silver. You get some physical gold, get some physical silver, but this is exciting stuff. It's a gift today. It is a gift. I'm so excited about it. Anyways, I hope you feel my excitement. Once again, I'm Tall Mike. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll talk again real soon. Bye-bye now.